What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Seattle Mariners franchise here on MLB The Show 19 in the ALDS, so be sure to drop a like for that. Subscribe if you are new to the channel and want to see more franchise content all day, every day here on Franchise Gaming. So we're going into the ALDS against the evil empire, the New York Yankees. It's James Paxton going up against Dallas Keuchel. This is a huge matchup for us. They won 110 games this year. They embarrassed us the last time we faced them. They embarrassed us at home, and now we have to go into Yankee Stadium. And as you can see, a mini-series guy is batting in the 9-hole for the Yankees, QJ Kazmir. Here is DJ LeMahieu, though, leading the game off with a single. Hopefully that doesn't start too much trouble against Dallas Keuchel, as here's a hit by Odubel Herrera, but that will be caught for out number one. Now on a 1-2 pitch, a strikeout of Aaron Judge, and then Keuchel gets Giancarlo Stanton, who is going to hit a single into left field, and that's going to put 2 on. So now up comes Gary Sanchez, and he will go down swinging. So now the Mariners come up to the plate. Mitch Haniger is in the top of the second. He's going to get an infield hit. Very good for him. And then here is Ryan Healy, and that's going to turn 2 and end the threat for the Mariners. We go to bottom 2, and there's 2 on with 1 out. And that is an attempt right there, and that's going to be a pop fly to center field. And now 2 outs in the bottom of the second. LeMahieu coming back up, and he is going to ground out third base. It's a fielder's choice, and that'll end the inning. Now here's Omar Narvaez going to go down the left field line, and that one could be extra bases, and it's going to be attempting to be extra bases, and they will get Narvaez out at second base, so he probably should have stood at first base. Anyways, here we go. It is Aaron Judge. He's going to lace one into left center field, and that's going to get over Malik Smith's head. He is then going to throw it into the third baseman, and Aaron Judge going to be in there with a double. So here in bottom 3, it's Giancarlo Stanton. He's going to get the single to right field. That'll hold Judge off at third base, and it'll put runners on the corners for Gary Sanchez, except this one is going to be Luke Voit, as Gary Sanchez would get out, and Luke Voit would ground out, and that's not going to help the Yankees try here, as it is going to be a fly out to center field, and that is going to end the threat by the Yankees. Now, Mariners up in the top of the 5th. Xander Bogaerts going to get on first base, and he is going to come around second when it was a hard-to-handle ball by Odubel Herrera. He's not able to field it cleanly, so that'll end up being a double. Ryan Healy going to ground out to second base, but that's going to move the runner over to third base. And then here he is, Omar Narvaez. He is going to ground out, but that is going to drive in a run. So a very weird way to score the first run of the ALDS. Chris Santiago going to hit one into the gap, and a very unlikely type of hero, as he is going to get to second base. The rookie has himself a double in the postseason. And then here is a beautiful little swing, but that would be caught for the out. So that ends the threat there. And then here down the left field line, it's going to drop, and Malik Smith going to try for 2. And he is going to be in there for a bloop double with his kind of speed. Steven Base Nakajima is going to ground out, but that's going to get Malik Smith to third. And then here is a lacer by Anthony Rendon. It would be caught out in center field by Odubel Herrera, but it's going to bring Malik Smith in and make it a 2-0 game. Bottom 6, easy hit here against the shift. That's why I can't stand the shift, I swear. And that's going to end up being a double because of the shift. So now Keuchel up to QJ Kazmir, who is going to ground out to second base, but that's going to move the runner over to third here. A 3-2 pitch to LeMahieu, and he strikes out. And then here's Odubel Herrera striking out, swinging, and that is going to get Keuchel out of the inning. Chad Green going to come into pitch here in the top of the 7th. It's Omar Narvaez, and he's going to get a great hit down the left field line. He is very good at those. He has been all year, and he does it again right there. Now here is Chris Santiago. He's going to float one into right center field. Odubel Herrera will get there and make the play. That'll be the second out of the inning. As there's Escalera, who is going to strike out. Another rookie starting in this game. Steve Cishek is going to come in the top of the ninth. Xander Bogaerts going to ground out to QJ Kazmir, who is going to take care of him for out number one. And then Ryan Healy lacing one out to left, but that's going to get taken care of by Giancarlo Stanton. And then here we go. It is going to be Narvaez again, and he is going to get taken care of. There's the strikeout, and now Aaron Judge coming up. He will walk, and it's going to be Giancarlo Stanton hitting a big one. Oh, no, it's Gary Sanchez. My bad. Gary Sanchez hits one deep to center field, and that is going to end the chance for the Yankees. They go down 2-0 here. They get 10 hits, but they get no runs across. 10 strikeouts for Dallas Keuchel in his 7 innings pitched, only 1 walk. Great performance by him in this game. So, looking at our hitting prospects, I mean, you got Malik Smith hit a double, Chris Santiago hit a double, Omar Narvaez had an RBI. Very good things to see. QJ Kazmir, if you're interested in him, he went 1 for 4, the mini-series star. James Paxton takes the L, and now we move to the next game. It is Game 2. Can we take a 2-0 series lead? Same lineups going at you. Let's just see how it turns out. Do we have what it takes to take a 2-0 series lead and go back to Seattle with that lead? Here we go. It's a day game now, and it's going to be Malik Smith. He's going to lead off with a little bouncer, and Gregorius can't handle it, and Malik Smith is going to be on first base. Steven Base Nakajima does it again as he gets a base knock, and that is going to put 2 on with not a soul out for Anthony Rendon, who's going to strike out. Pass ball. Nobody runs on it. So runners stay the same. It'll be a 1-out situation. Still with 2 on, and that's going to be Haniger hitting it out into right field, and that's going to put the bases loaded. 1 out. Let's see what the Mariners can get. That's a pass ball, wild pitch, and it's going to be Malik Smith, and look at the dive by Gary Sanchez. They call Malik Smith out. And then Xander Bogaerts is going to hit one into right center field. Look at that thing. That gets by Odubel Herrera. That's going to be a double, and that's going to bring 2 runs in here in the first inning. So it's going to be Ryan Healy who's going to hit one out to right, and that thing is in the cheap seats at Yankee Stadium. The really short porch. And that's going to give the Mariners a 4-0 lead until Omar Narvaez will fly out to left field. So now the Yankees in the bottom of the first inning. They have 1 out, but it's Odubel Herrera to the short porch. And that thing almost went second deck. That was pretty good. Aaron Judge coming up. He had 32 homers on the season, and he's going to strike out right there. And then here is a deep fly ball. Back, and gone. Beautiful moonshot. And that's going to be gone. And that's going to cut the lead in half there. Now in the bottom of the third, just over Xander Bogaerts' head. And that's going to bring another run in. It's going to be 4-3. Now here's Gary Sanchez. He's going to pop one out to left field. And that is going to be chased and caught by Escalera, but he cannot get the throw home, so we got a tie ball game in the bottom of the third, and another one, and that's over the outstretched arms of Chris Santiago, and that's a very nice throw in from right field, but it's not going to get anyone out. So 5-4 ball game, and there's another strikeout from our pitcher, and there's the hit for the Mariners. This could start trouble here in the top of the 4th inning with 1 on. And there's Narvaez. He's going to go over to the left field, and that's going to be a base hit. So now we got 2 on. Chris Santiago with a base hit, and we've got bases loaded with nobody out in the top of the 4th inning. That is huge. Let's see. After Santiago comes Escalera. He's going to hit it over to first base. That's going to be 1 and 2. So 2 outs, but a run does come across. It ties the ball game. There's Malik Smith. He's going to strike out, but he is going to get there as the throw from Sanchez is way off the bag. And now here is base Nakajima. He's going to get out, though, however, and that ends the Mariner threat against the 27-time world champions. Here is Mitch Haniger going to start off the top of the 7th with a shot over to right field. He's going to try for 2, and he will get there as the throw takes Didi off the bag. So now here's Bogaerts. He's going to get one down into right field, and incoming. Haniger going to come home, and that's going to make it a 6-5 lead. Here's Ryan Healy. He's over to second. That's going to be a 1 out, 2 outs as the double play gets turned. So now with 2 outs, that one an easy play over at first base, and now Brandon Morrow going to come in to pitch for the Seattle Mariners here. He was a .377 ERA. He did get 11 saves during the year, but he lost his closing job at some point during the year, and then Joe Jimenez was traded for, and he's just not going to get it back. So now just a normal reliever as he's able to get out of the bottom of the 7th quite easily. Now we go top 8, and look at that. Can't handle it. QJ Kazmir making the big mistake, and that's going to put Rendon up, and that can't be handled out in right field by Aaron Judge. That's going to bring a run home. It's going to be 7-5 in favor of the Mariners. Jonathan Holder going to come in now, as for some reason the Yankees thought that was a pitching problem and not a fielding problem. And there's going to be Haniger. He's going to get one through the hole there between third and short, and that's going to bring in an 8th run of the game for Seattle. Now it's going to be a grounder by Bogaerts. That's going to be taken care of on a fielder's choice to second base. Morrow still in the game. He gets a strikeout there. Now he's going to get a fly ball into center field. That's going to get taken care of pretty easily by Malik Smith. Now 2 outs with 1 guy on base and a big strikeout by Didi Gregorius. And that is going to take us to the 9th inning. Steve Cishek coming in the game to pitch that as he pitched last game. Here's Ryan Healy, and he's got one going back, but that one would get caught. Not out of here on the short porch on that one. This one's going to get hit, and that's Omar Narvaez right up the middle to put a runner on. We got Chris Santiago now, and that's going to be a double play to take care of the inning. Bottom of the 9th. This is where all the money is made. Joe Jimenez comes in. He has 36 saves on the season and under a 2 ERA. That's a guy that should be able to take care of these Yankees. We'll see if he can. There's the pop out, and Xander Bogaerts going to take care of it. Then here is LeMahieu. That's a pop out to second base, taken care of by Chris Santiago. Now here's a hit by Odubel Herrera, back and out of here. And Odubel Herrera has his 2nd solo shot of the day. Here's Aaron Judge, and Judge, jury, and executioner. This time he's going to execute himself with a liner to center field. Marco Gonzalez does get the win today. Happy for him. Base Nakajima goes 2 for 5 with 2 runs scored. We had a 5 for 5 performer today as well. Unbelievable game by our Seattle Mariners. They win a barn burner, 8-6. So they win a close one, 2-0, and then a high-scoring affair, 8-6, doubling up the Yankees in hits. They get 20 hits to the Yankees' 10. Montgomery looked terrible today. He gave up 5 runs, but only one of them was earned. So doesn't kill his ERA. He gets to keep a 1.80 ERA, even though 5 runs came across the bag during his reign on the pitcher's mound. Luis Cessa, though, picks up the loss as he gave up 3 through 2 2/3. And now we're going to end up going into Game 3 next episode with a 2-0 lead. Mike Leake against Masahiro Tanaka. How do you think that's going to go? Let me know in the comments section below. Don't forget to drop a like on this video as well as subscribe if you're new. Plenty more where this came from and other franchise content all day, every day here on Franchise Gaming. Take care, ladies and gents.
You're a pretty little star boy.